hate to keep beating a dead horse, but I'm gonna tell you guys something. When something is on my mind, something is on my mind. I am the type of individual, it's hard for me to let this go. I'm gonna say this for the last time. We all need to stand up and force Michael Jordan to give Isaiah Thomas a public apology. You heard what I said? The word force. We need to give him that. I don't know what the hell's going on with America. What is going on with America nowadays? See, my problem is we get selective on what we want to pay attention to and what we don't want to pay attention to. For example, you locked up O.J. Simpson, charged with double homicide. You locked up R. Kelly, gave that man, what, 100 years, whatever you got, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. You got, you locked up and charged Trump and convicted him. You got YSL on trial for over 100 days. Now you got Puff Daddy sitting in a federal penitentiary. Oh, no, not penitentiary, federal detention center in Brooklyn. Those things was important to America. So if those things are important to America, why are we not paying no attention to Michael Jordan keeping Isaiah Thomas off the Dream Team 1? Why are we not putting out the same level of importance? He blocked that man, and you guys call him the GOAT. Listen here, when we start talking about this GOAT stuff, I'm going to tell you guys right now, we don't just talk about basketball. We got to talk about good character and put that into it. And who do we want to be like? They had a commercial out back in the days. I want to be like Mike. I don't want to be like a man who blocks somebody from history and not even man enough to come back and say, I did it years later. He's still denying it. He don't want to just come. And hell would it be denying or not? I don't care about him denying it. This is what I care about. I care about him going to Isaiah and making a public apology. That's all I care about. Mike, can you make a public apology to him? Because let me tell you how bad this is in terms of equal of what Mike did, what is equivalent to. Let me tell you guys what is equivalent to. It's equivalent to you as a man go to work and all of a sudden your wife goes into labor. You don't get a phone call or nothing. You come home, or even your co-worker, Jose, say, hey man, congratulations. You say, well, congratulations for what? You know, Maria just called me and told me you had a baby, you had a little boy. Oh shit, the wife didn't even call me. Nobody called me and told me that. So while you at the job, you don't get the opportunity to witness the birth of your baby. Now guess what? You never get that opportunity again. It's over with. You don't witness the birth of your baby, that's a one-shot deal. And this is the same thing that happened to Isaiah. It's on the same playing field, the same level. Mike blocked him from actually watching his child be birthed. That's history. The Dream Team won the first team. That's history. They call that the best basketball team ever assembled. And Mike purposely blocked him for that. And like I said in the last video, if you felt like that, fine. At the time, if you felt like at the time, fine. But now, we 32 years removed for that. When are you going to be a man and just come out and say, yo, I did it. And I'll say, I shouldn't have done it because I had no right to block you from history. So now, when we start talking about, well, they didn't like him. Who cares? Who really cares? Because they not like him and Isaiah was going to be roommates. So who cares who you like? We go to work every day, don't like a co-worker. We played on basketball team, don't like this guy. In the NBA, you need to be ashamed of yourselves because y'all let one man dictate to y'all what y'all should do. And for the record, I know a lot of people might say, oh, well, it was just one person. It was a bunch of people that won him. He said it in the last video. It was Chuck Daly that said it. It was Scottie Pippen that said it. And Magic Johnson. That's who said it. Clyde Drexler said in a recent interview the rest of the team had no problem with Isaiah playing. Those were the guys that didn't want him there. Those 4 guys. Now, let's take Mike out the equation. Chuck Daly coach, so yeah, guess he holds a weight. But Scottie Pippen, you don't hold a lot of weight. Magic Johnson, you shouldn't even been there. You wasn't even playing in the NBA at the time. You had, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you make that announcement in 1991? And then the NBA had the nerve to allow you to come play in the All-Star game in 1992? That should have been it for you. But then when they came out with Dream Team, they let you play, and you got some say on it? Are you joking? So Scottie and Magic shouldn't have no say on that. And now, like I said, if you take Mike out the equation, then just maybe Isaiah would have got it. No disrespect to John Stockton, but he was no Isaiah Thomas. No disrespect. John Stockton can pass the ball, fine. But I've never seen John Stockton take over a game. I've seen Isaiah take over games. Game on the line, they need somebody to step up. Isaiah's your man. Point blank, from the days I watched the Detroit Pistons, point blank, that was the best player on the team. And that's no disrespect to Joe Dumars. They had Mark McGuire, and before Mark McGuire, they had Adrian Danny. Those like the scores. And Vinny Johnson coming off the bench, lighting it up. He was no Magic, he was no Isaiah Thomas. So, Jordan, you robbed this man out of history. And you don't have the decency to come to this man and say, I apologize. That's all I want. I want to apologize on it. I want to apologize for this man. That's all I'm asking for. If Jordan can come up and he say he apologized, then he'll start making steps towards me, not you guys, me considering him. That's why I say, perfect. Jordan can't be go until he apologizes. Blocking, saying Thomas. And don't tell me nothing about on-court tactics, or on-court, what he did on court. Don't talk to me about that. Why? Because if he came in 84, what did he do in 84? He scored a lot of points. Basically, that's it. However, what did he win in the 80s? Nothing. So now, if we go to the 90s, he won 91, 92, 93, right? He retired in 94. He came back in 95 and got smacked by Shaq. Then 96, 97, 98, he won. That's it. He retired again. Once we go into the 2000s, when he came back with the Wizards, when he was fat and overweight. No, I know you guys don't want to talk about that. So don't talk about no on-court tactics. He was scoring champ for 10 years. So those 10 years didn't result to 10 rings. So who cares about him being a scoring champ for 10 years? Not me. No, in closing, I'm just going to say this. Mike, if you really want to be considered a GOAT, you got to man up. And one of the biggest parts of being a man is we admitting when we are wrong. Like I said, at the time, it was cool. You guys was in your feelings. It was going through what you was going through. It was what it was. But 32 years later, when you see that man is still hurt because he wasn't able to participate on that team, the least you can do is go and make a public apology and say, I'm sorry.